Big game here is emotion. You have to influence emotion. You have to influence the emotion of your people. If you're going to maximize resources, and if we all agree, as we talked about the other day, it's not a lack of resources, it's a lack of what? Resourcefulness.
The time has come for you to understand that you cannot depend on the opinions of others. You cannot just trust in the opinions of others. You cannot allow other people to validate you.
Those 15 minutes are not worth the rest of your life. Those 15 minutes are not worth you slipping down the chart. That is not worth it, because you wake up at 3:30, some other kid's getting up at 3, and he's got 30 minutes on you today.
The big game here is emotion. You have to influence emotion. You have to influence the emotion of your people. If you're going to maximize resources, and if we all agree, as we talked about the other day, it's not a lack of resources, it's a lack of what? Resourcefulness. If you're creative enough, if you're playful enough, if you're determined enough, if you're focused enough, you can find a way. If you're giving enough, if you're generous enough, if you're honest enough, if you're courageous enough, you will get people to help you. You will find the way. You will make that thing happen. You'll access the resource. You get someone to coach you, teach you, loan it to you, let you try it, drive it, experience it. So it's the ability to influence emotion, because that's what affects our intellect. That's the bottom line. A core story is only there to give you a set of facts to educate someone that will make them emotional enough to make a decision. And what they do is they go through a series of things that you have emotions about. They may say them in a non-emotional way, but the only reason they work is because you know they're going to open the person's emotion. How many agree with me on this? Say aye. So as leaders, we can never forget that humans are emotional creatures, including ourselves.
The time has come for you to understand that you cannot depend on the opinions of others. You cannot just trust in the opinions of others. You cannot allow other people to validate you, because you are just who you are. Nobody is going to be like you. Nobody can be as strong as you. Nobody can walk the walk like you. That's what makes you different. That's what makes you unique. So prove them wrong, but prove yourself to be right. Right in your decisions, right in your mistakes, right in your failures. You are going to have to go through all of these unique things until you actually find your truth.
And to influence other people, we have to know what already influences them. And we can't ever forget what truly influences them. It's going to come down to our ability to connect with them at a deep emotional level, or get others to do the same. Here's how I'd say it in a really simple term. To influence someone, you have to already be influenced, right? To move somebody, you better be moved. To touch somebody, you can't touch somebody about your product or service or vision or idea or your company if you're not touched. To persuade others, you have to be persuaded. You can't give somebody else what you don't have. Now, you may have it intellectually, and here's the challenge. When you first meet somebody in your relationship, and you're all excited, what's the level of energy like? 0 to 10, make the sound of that energy. You meet somebody you're totally excited by, make the sound. They're going, 6 months, 6 years, 20 years later. That's scary, isn't it?
They say that the truth will set you free. Then free yourself from doubt. Free yourself from the doubters. And accept the fact there's more to you than what you could ever imagine. Don't hold yourself back. Don't cry over everything. Don't be angry. Have a peace of mind in knowing that I just got to work a little bit better. That I have to give myself a little bit more credit instead of pushing myself down to the ground, burying myself because everyone else said that I'm not worthy.
I'm gonna say now I'll be honest. Tony Robbins had like an 8.5 by 11. I had like a 3.5 by 7. But I was there. I was on the same page with these guys. I was on the page with Jim Rohn. I was on the same page with the great late Zig Ziglar. I was on the exact same page, guys. And I'm looking at the 245 and I'm saying, E.T., you're so close. You're closer than you've ever been before. You have to do me a favor. Those 15 minutes are not worth the rest of your life. Those 15 minutes are not worth you slipping down the chart. That is not worth it, because you wake up at 3:30, some other kid's getting up at 3 and he's got 30 minutes on the day. So I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you to do me a huge favor. I need you not only to want to be a beast when you leave this place. Huge favor. ET is asking you of one thing. When you leave this place, I need you to get in beast mode and stay in beast mode. On 3, beast mode. 1, 2, 3. No, come on. 1, 2, 3. Come on. 1, 2, 3.
Next on my list to help you become the powerful variable is expertise. Wanting to excel in all of the skills and settling for nothing less than an outstanding performance. If you're willing to be the best in your field, if you're willing to demand of yourself excellence in skills, to be the best that you can possibly be. In the training, do the best you possibly can. In doing a workshop, do the best you possibly can. Developing the skills of using your personality, developing the skills of language, developing the skills of influence, developing the skills of organizing. If you're willing to be an expert in all of the skills, Herbalife has the way for you to invest those skills and not only make a handsome living, not only make a lot of money, but if you would so desire and if it would be your purpose, a chance to make your fortune.
Oh, there goes my guy right here, Eric Thomas. Good. Dave didn't have a sign. This guy walks up to me and says, "Are you Eric Thomas?" No, he didn't even ask me. He was like, "How you doing, Eric Thomas?" I'm like, "Where do I know you from?" It's my first time here. Dave has gone on, he found out Eric, he knew who he was picking up, Eric Thomas. He went to Google, put my name in and started watching videos, beast mode. Do you know how easy it would have been just to have a sign? That's what gazelles do. That's the difference between a lion and gazelle. A lion is in beast mode. So Dave didn't say, I just pick people up and take them to there. That's all I do. No, when he got there, I'm carrying my own bag. Like, give me the bag. I'm like, I got the bag. He was like, give me the bag. I'm like, all right, take the bag. I'm like, I don't know karate like that. Right? Come on, guys. Are you hearing what I'm saying? He owns his own car service, but it's not just a car service, beast mode. So a couple hours, I was in LA, right? And when I walked in, they had this guy, when we walked in just before we were speaking, and he was giving people massages. And I'm like, wow, I might need one of those, right? So I'm staring at this guy and I'm looking at his work. I'm trying to see his work and if it's worth me paying $100 for it. And guys, it blew my mind. The guy got up after about 30 minutes of getting a massage. The guy got up and walked away, and the guy that was giving him a massage grabbed for a stick like my eye has, who's wide.
Expertise, excellence in skills. Here was the next one on my list, making a powerful contribution to you, the variable, and that is preparation. Well prepared. And preparation, of course, involves a whole lot of things. A big share of our life is preparing, getting ready. When we go to the first grade in school, we're just preparing for the second grade. After we've finished 2 grades, the 2 grades prepare us for number 3. Sometimes it seems like a long, excruciating time. And the time will just seem like it'll never come when we can finally have the performance that we really want. But it takes time to prepare. It takes time to get ready. And the decisions you make in the preparation time, those are the decisions that last for a lifetime. Preparing to have a good day. It's that preparing, maybe the night before, maybe the couple of days before the day that you're going to put everything together.